All new this morning, the city of Jamestown launching a new initiative. It's aimed at bringing the commercial cannabis business into the city, and it could generate millions of dollars in tax revenue. The marijuana industry has already proved to be a successful moneymaker in the 18 states across the country that have legalized the drug for recreational use.
So let's take a look at how New York compares. Governor Cuomo says once commercial cannabis sales can start, the state will rake in about $350 million a year in taxes. That's on par with states like Colorado, Washington, Oregon. So this morning, 7 Eyewitness News senior reporter Eileen Buckley is going in depth in Jamestown, learning why leaders think it's the perfect fit for both large and small cannabis growers, giving the community a chance to revitalize its economy.
The cannabis industry is really the new frontier here in the city of Jamestown. And as a city, we've never been afraid of new frontiers and new things.
The city of Jamestown, incorporated in 1886, is probably best known as the hometown of legendary comedian Lucille Ball and Jamestown Furniture. But now the city is setting its sights on a new future industry in cannabis manufacturing.
We're treating it as any other industry, an opportunity to bring in incubation for the cannabis industry, to bring in growth, hydroponic growth, as well as production.
Now that the state legalized adult use of marijuana, Jamestown's Mayor Eddie Sundquist says they want to let cannabis growers know his community could be the perfect fit to manufacture it. The city is working to identify properties, including vacant buildings, that it could sell to the growers to set up shop in Jamestown. Former manufacturing facilities already with proper zoning regulations in place. This building off of Allen Street in Jamestown is one of the sites that could be considered for cannabis manufacturing. And the city operates its own power plant, Jamestown Board of Public Utilities, known as BPU. It's the largest municipal power plant in the state, providing low-cost electricity and water to commercial customers. That could be a huge win to entice cannabis growers.
Indoor growing is power intensive. It takes a lot of water.
Craig Garris Johnson is business development coordinator for BPU. He tells me he's received a couple of dozen inquiries so far from cannabis growers.
We can tell them right now if we have an existing structure, if it has the kind of power that they need, if it has the water that they need nearby, what kind of infrastructure changes they'll need.
If the cannabis is grown here under the new law, it cannot be exported out of the state. I approached 10 people on the city streets asking for their thoughts on a new cannabis economy. They all declined to talk on camera. Most said they favor it in order to clean up vacant buildings, but at least one resident shouted no way in opposition. The Jamestown mayor says he has heard some opposition, mainly with concerns of dispensing the product, but the state law allows cities to restrict dispensing.
However, the law does not allow a city to restrict the growing operations, the production operations.
Cannabis manufacturing would create new jobs for Jamestown and generate an initial economic impact of $25 to $50 million in property investments.
Take a look at Jamestown. You know, you don't have anything to lose.
In Jamestown, Eileen Buckley, 7 Eyewitness News.